The three top points I would say on this scheme and why it's a good investment. Number one, you've got the local area. You've got Heathrow Airport. It employs 67,000 people, so you've got a huge tenant pool there. You've also got some multinational companies around you. GlaxoSmithKline, you've got Diageo, so some massive, massive companies that you can develop into and get the tenants out of. Point number two, you've got amazing schooling in the local vicinity. So within the local area, 2.2 miles, you've got 9 outstanding rated Ofsted schools. So if you buy a unit in this development, your kids are guaranteed to get a place within one of those institutions. And number three is in terms of price growth. Over the next 5 years, we're predicting up to 22% increases in pricing in Hounslow, which compared to the rest of the London, puts it way up on top in terms of potential returns on investment.
So Ludo, would you mind telling me more about Lampton Park, the project?
Yeah, I'd love to. So Lampton Parkside, brand new scheme for us. Really exciting because we're working with a developer we wanted to work with for a long time. I've previously worked with in the past, called Hill. Now the exciting bit about them is they're a private developer and they are the biggest private developer in the UK. And in the last year, they've won Best Development, Best House Builder, Best House. So they've won multiple awards. So you know you're getting sort of a full tried and tested 5-star product. Their rating from their buyers, they also have a 5-star rating, which means basically anyone that's bought a home from them will recommend their friends or other people to buy from them. In terms of the area, so it's in West London, in Zone 4, in a place called Hounslow. Now, Hounslow is what I would class as a regeneration area. It's not miles away from Heathrow Airport, so you benefit from catching, if you're an investor, you catch all the tenant pool of Heathrow Airport that employs thousands and thousands of people. But you've also got big pharmaceuticals out there, GlaxoSmithKline, also Diageo, the alcohol company, they're all based out there on what's called the M4 corridor. Now that's one of the biggest sort of employment zones of London. And a lot of people obviously want to be close to where they work. So from a tenant perspective, it's a great opportunity to tap into that market and get local high earners that will rent your property. It's very green. It's got a 40-acre park right next to it. That's never going to be built on, protected, safe, secure. You're not miles away from places like Richmond Park, or you've probably heard of Kew Gardens, where they've got the botanical gardens. And you've also got a place called Syon Park, where, you know, if you've got young family, kids, and you want to go ride your bikes, do that. It's literally a 5-10 minute walk away. So it's a very family-friendly, green, residential neighborhood. That's really what you're buying into. But the benefit is you can still get into central London in 27 minutes, so under half an hour. And the development, Lampton Park, is only a 4-minute walk away from Hounslow Central Station. That's on the Piccadilly line. The Piccadilly line goes from Heathrow all the way through central London, through places like Covent Garden, things like that, Leicester Square, and all the way up to northeast London. So if you're commuting into work, it's perfect. Your commute door to door would be no more than about half an hour, 35 minutes to get into central London. Bear in mind your average London commute is about an hour. So it's a lot longer than we're used to here in Hong Kong, but in London an hour is pretty standard.